Talking about what you love to do is one of the best ways to break the ice in any conversation. When you meet someone new, the question "what do you do in your free time" is almost guaranteed to come up. Today, I want to help you answer that question with confidence using simple phrases that make you sound like a natural speaker. Let's start with the basics. The most common way to share an interest is by using the phrase "I like" or "I enjoy." For example, you can say, "I like to cook" or "I enjoy gardening." These are perfectly correct, but if you want to sound a bit more casual and fluent, try saying, "I'm really into." For instance, "I'm really into photography lately." This shows that you have a genuine passion for the activity, and it sounds much more native. Another great phrase to use is "I'm a big fan of." You might say, "I'm a big fan of outdoor activities like hiking or cycling." If a hobby takes up a lot of your time, you can use the expression "I spend a lot of my time," followed by an action. For example, "I spend a lot of my time playing the guitar." This gives the listener an idea of how important the hobby is in your daily life. If you are talking about a hobby you recently started, you can use the phrasal verb "take up." You could say, "I recently took up yoga to help me stay flexible." On the other hand, if you have been doing something for a long time, you can say, "I've been into drawing since I was a child." This adds a personal touch to your story. Now, I want to share a tip that might surprise you. Most people think a hobby needs to be productive, like learning a new instrument or going to the gym. However, I believe that scrolling through social media or watching reality TV can actually be your secret weapon for learning English. While many call this wasting time, if you follow niche accounts, like people who talk about makeup, car repairs, or video games, you are hearing real-life slang and fast-paced conversation that you simply won't find in a textbook. So, don't feel guilty. If you do it in English, you are still improving your listening skills every single day. What about you? What is your favorite hobby? Is it something traditional or something unique? Comment below and let me know. When the conversation continues, people might ask why you like your hobby. You can use phrases like, "It helps me unwind," "It keeps me fit," or "It's a great way to meet new people." To unwind is a fantastic way to say you are relaxing after a long day. For example, "I love swimming because it really helps me unwind after work." If you are someone who loves being indoors, you might describe yourself as an indoor person. You could say, "I'm more of an indoor person, so I love playing board games or knitting." If you love the sun and fresh air, you are an outdoorsy person. You might say, "I'm quite outdoorsy, so I try to go camping whenever I have a long weekend." Sometimes, we don't have as much time as we would like. In this case, you can say, "I wish I could do it more often, but I've been so tied up with work lately." This phrase "tied up" means you are very busy, and it's a natural way to explain why you haven't been active lately. Before we finish, I have one more question. What is a hobby you have always wanted to try? Maybe it's skydiving, or maybe it's learning how to code. Write it in the comments. Practicing in the comments is a small but powerful step toward your fluency. Remember, talking about hobbies isn't about using the most difficult words. It's about sharing your personality and making a connection. When you talk about something you truly enjoy, you naturally become more expressive. Thank you for spending these 5 minutes with me. Keep practicing. And I will see you in the next video.